Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a podcast where we chat about the traditionally quote-unquote unblack things Black people go up for. Please rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars only, because we are 5-star bitches. Word to Yo Gotti. I am your host, Sequoia. And joining me to talk about Jack Harlow, we have a special guest, Tiffany Sheri. Please introduce yourself, Tiffany.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tiffany Sheri. I'm friends with Sequoia. I don't know what else. I'm a Libra. I have a music podcast. I don't know. What else am I supposed to say?
That's what I was going to say. She has a music podcast. Okay. I can't stress this enough. Streaming every other Tuesday, is it?
It is. Right now, we're just fluctuating with life and the schedule. It's retrograde season. Retrograde has hit me very, very hard. So, it comes out on Tuesdays. Just be on the lookout.
Ooh, this retrograde. Don't even get me started talking about no damn retrogrades. You already know. You already know.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to prep you for this podcast, Tiffany. I'm sorry. We did, y'all, this is mad last minute, okay? This Jack Harlow episode has been a shit show. Okay. So this is very last minute. Tiffany, you've been on the podcast before though. So I am confident that it will go fine. Shouldn't require too much prep. But before we get to talk about our main topic, Jack Harlow, we have In My Defense. I brought one.
Okay.
Tiffany, I don't know about you, but let me tell them, In My Defense is a segment where we bring one of our controversial opinions and defend it for you all. You want me to go first, friend, or do you have something?
I'm going to let you go first, and I'm going to mull mine over.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, don't worry about it either. Because
Okay.
it's, again, last minute. But okay. In my defense, milk goes before cereal.
Ugh.
Because it's science. I hope I haven't done this one already, because this is one of my well-known controversial opinions. I'm always going to put the milk first. It just makes more sense. Y'all want me to dump liquid on bread on purpose when I could not dump liquid on bread? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. If I want my cereal to say crisp, I'm going to go ahead and have to put the milk first so that the top layer of cereal don't even get no moisture and that it can really scrape the top of my mouth. I like when the top of my mouth get beat up a little bit. And so, pause. And yeah, so that just makes the most sense to me. Yeah.
First off, I didn't know which. I mean, you could have said cheese is there's so many things that you controversial, that
this is
wrong
true
with you.
Yeah, no. It's wrong. Oh.
Yeah, no. The cereal, the milk before the cereal is terrible. It's just the ratio, no, I'm not gonna, I don't know. But you know what? You're from California. I know that they teach different things about science and stuff out here, so I'm gonna let you have it.
They teach different things about science.
I can't with that. No.
She's giving hater. I don't know. I'm gonna fix you some cereal one day. I'm gonna make you some. What's your favorite cereal?
My go-to cereal, Apple Jacks. I love Apple Jacks.
Okay, you know what? That is an acceptable cereal. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but less sweet, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is now too sweet now that we're adults.
It's too sweet.
So it just pulls it back a little bit. I definitely feel that. I like an Apple Jack. My go-to cereal is Captain Crunch without the crunch berries. I think I've told you this before.
Yes. I knew you were going to say Captain Crunch, because when you said cuts the roof of your mouth, that's the fucking cereal that's does the that
one.
Shit.
That one to tear you up.
That's the cereal. Oh my
100%, gosh. 100%.
I like the ones with berries, though. You don't like the ones with the berries?
I don't like the crunch berries. Something, I don't know. Something about them. You know what? They taste like dye. And I'm sure the yellow ones also are dye. But something about the colorful ones tastes like dye to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I need to go and have that again recently. I also love Berry Berry Kicks, which you probably also think tastes like dye.
What's that?
But it's a delicious cereal. Honestly, we should have we should have a cereal taste testing. We actually did that at Attention, whose cereal is the best, and I can't remember who won, but it wasn't Apple Jacks, and I was very upset.
Wow.
It might have been Honey Nut Cheerios.
You know what? I can see that too. That's fine.
Classic.
I never get Honey Nut Cheerios or Cheerios of any sort personally.
Yeah.
But every time I do get them, I'm like, this is a very solid cereal.
Honestly, the thing about cereal is, the thing about me too is I love something and then I don't know how to just chill. Because like if I get Apple Jacks, now I have to get it for 3 months and it's the only thing I'll eat. And
I get
then
that.
now I'm
Yeah.
tired. And so with cereal as an adult, I forget that like I can get it. And then when I
Yeah.
do get it, I go overboard.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat cereal morning, noon, and night. I eat it as like a
Right.
snack, like my late night snack, fourth meal type situation. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, give me the cereal. I mean,
Yep.
anytime I'm lazy, it will always
Yeah.
be a
Or even
meal.
like apple juice, like as an adult, I'm like, oh wait, I can actually drink this with my dinner. Like it doesn't just have to be with my breakfast.
It's
And I
not just
forget.
breakfast.
Right. Like I can do what I want. Okay, I don't know. I just feel like in my defense, since I'm wearing my Billie Eilish shirt, I feel like it's something you've said before, but I feel like there's just a group of Black people that just like don't want to like Billie Eilish.
It's true.
And that's fine. Like you don't have to like her. What y'all not finna do is say she's not talented.
Because it's a lie.
Because it's a lie. I'm sorry. Does she have some whispery songs? Yes. When she opened Coachella, I was like, what's going on? You're very nervous. I can't even I see the whisper jokes coming. I do. But then she got it together weekend too. I feel like my in defense, her winning the Oscar, I think we can blame this on Disney because if they had submitted in Canto, she wouldn't have won. And so really this is Disney's fault that she beat Beyonce. And also while I'm happy for her, I am very still upset that she won this before Beyonce, and also that Beyonce still doesn't have an Oscar. So yeah, you can be a lot of things at once. But in my defense, y'all just don't want to like Billie Eilish, and that's fine. And like, sure, if you want to say cultural appropriation, like I feel like I know her brother kind of acknowledged that, and she did, change or whatever. But yeah, some of y'all just don't want to like her, and I don't know what to tell you. Like, she's not going nowhere. Although this album,
she's not going nowhere,
but
and like,
she's not.
Two things can be true at once. Like
exactly,
we can have a cultural appropriation conversation while still acknowledging that she's extremely talented, like
while
much more
acknowledging
talented.
That putting a spider in your mouth has to be the whitest shit you could possibly do.
I forgot she did that white ass shit. Why would she do that?
I'm just no, girl, absolutely not.
Oh, I have the chills.
So,
nope. Yep. Done with that. Okay, moving on to the next segment. The song segment, song of the week. I don't know if you are aware of this segment, Tiffany, but it's kind of newer. It's a little bit newer.
Okay.
It's literally just any song that you like. It can be a nostalgic song. It could be a Paramore song if you want to talk about Paramore.
Okay.
It could be any song, new song, old song, well-known, anything. In honor of the month that we are in, this is the first episode that will be releasing in May. I am going to go with It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC.
Okay.
That song, the chord progression, something about it. Yes, Tiffany over here pop locking to the song in her head. Something about the chord progression of that shit really be taking me, it be sending me, I ascend to the higher level every single time that song comes on. You don't want to lose it again. 'Cause I'm not like them. What?
Maybe when you finally get to love somebody, guess what?
Guess what?
It's gonna be May.
May. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like every single time it comes on, I've never nexted that song in my life. I was surprised last year that it was not on my Spotify Wrapped. Low key. No, it wasn't. I was going to say it might have been. It wasn't. I listen to that. I wear that shit out. That song is in constant rotation for me. So good.
That is a great song. I will say, I think last year was the year all the Janet's and Britney stuff like really hit the fan. So like, I think, what was last year? 2021. I think 2020 was like the last year that the internet really went up for It's Gonna Be May as a meme, and like it just hasn't hit the same. But that song is good. You know I love 2000s. You know that's my era. Yeah, it's like in the video and the dolls and the choreography. Like, I'm sorry, but
the puppets,
they're not doing it like that anymore. And
never.
I don't know K-pop enough, but I can't tell. And like, listen, I'm a tread lightly because them K-pop army fans really be coming for you.
They do.
I can't tell if like they're actually good because it's not in English. You know what I mean? And it's not my language, but I just feel like when it comes to boy bands, we don't have, they're just not doing it anymore. And yeah, that's a great song. Great song.
You know what? For me, K-pop be like almost giving. It'd be like this close to giving. And then it just doesn't quite reach over into give for me. But that's just me personally. I'll probably have a Black People Love K-pop episode because that is something that I know a solid amount of Black people like.
And I was gonna say I might have some people too, but yeah, I try and I just like I can't get into it.
No, I definitely feel that. What song you got, Tiff?
Okay, so I have a lot of songs. I'm trying to decide between two, but I think I actually was gonna text you last night. I am like really having a Sid moment. Like I knew about Sid.
I saw you tweet about Sid.
Yes, I knew about Sid. And yes, and Kehlani. And today is actually, well, not when this comes out, but the day we're recording is the anniversary of Goblin. And so I was like, should I listen to that today? Because I still haven't listened to the album full.
You should. You should definitely give that a listen.
But the problem is, when I love something like cereal or food, I have to keep watching it. So I keep watching the Tyler concert that I actually attended over and over. So it's like, I know there's so much new music I need to listen to, but I watched that concert for like the 4th or 5th time yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it on Amazon. He talks about like his journey and he mentions like, Odd Future and like Sid and stuff. Anyways, Sid had an album come out, I think last month, and then Kehlani's album came out last week. Yeah. But they have a song together. They have a few songs together. But the one that I'm obsessed with it's actually on Sid's album. It's called Out Loud, featuring Kehlani. It's just so good. Like both of their voices together. I need a mixtape. Sid, Kehlani, if you're listening. Oof. I need a mixtape.
I would go up for a Sid Kehlani mixtape for sure.
It's so good. I don't know if you've heard it. I think you will like it.
I'm sure.
It's just one of my favorite songs right now, and it just makes me very happy. And I feel like I'm one of those people who I'm like, once I really look into the song and like figure out what it means, I'll be like, oh, that's not what I thought. But I just love the way it sounds.
Yeah. No, those voices are fantastic. Sid's
fantastic.
Like breathy. It's just like such a good tone.
Airy. Yes.
It's airy. Yes. It's so good. It's like fairy like it's like ethereal. Like it's unreal.
Yes, I was actually listening to her "This Is Sid" on Spotify today because I don't know a lot of her stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you know "Birthday"? That song is also with Kehlani and Disclosure.
I don't know Sid's songs by title, but I have heard enough of them.
Okay, that's a good one too. But those two, like, I could listen to those two songs on repeat all day. Like, I actually could. So yeah, Out Loud. Sid featuring Kehlani. As I've said before on my podcast, Kehlani is my girl crush.
I get that.
Although I know she would break my heart. I know she would.
What is Kehlani? Is she a Cancer?
Isn't she a Taurus? Didn't her birthday just pass? Because I'm like, she's either a Pisces or a Taurus.
Sun sign.
I think
she might be a Pisces. Pisces makes sense, but let me look. She is a Pisces. She's a Pisces.
Okay. Because on Water she says swimming with the Pisces every night, but I think she also says other signs in that song.
Pisces? What is it saying?
I thought are you sure?
Right. No, hold on. When is Kehlani's birthday? God damn it. Since y'all just don't know. Kehlani birthday, April 24th is...
I'm just looking it up. She's a Taurus. That's what I thought.
Yeah. She's a Taurus. Not her being a year younger than me.
Yes.
Okay, Kehlani.
Yes. So, but she would absolutely break my heart. I also think I've read her slander Libras, so there's that.
Girls be mad at Libras sometimes. It's kind of wild.
I thought we were likable. What happened?
I thought so too. I don't know. Y'all did something to somebody. Unclear.
Someone broke her heart. And young baby Tate, she also came for Libras, but that was her ex-best friend. Yeah.
Oh, well, friendship breakups will hurt. That's for damn sure. I meant to look up Jack Harlow's birth chart, and I didn't. Did you?
No, I did not.
I did not. Let me see what his birth chart is giving before I really start slandering him. Astro charts. Born in 98 is just such a crazy thing. He's a Pisces. Okay. Virgo moon. Same, baby. Gang, gang, gang. Okay. And where's the rising? Oh, okay. We must not know his birth time. Yeah. We don't know his birth time. They don't have a rising sign listed.
Somebody asked Jack Harlow
His birth
what
time.
his birth time is. Yeah.
Somebody find out what his damn birth. I imagine he's probably like rising sign, Libra rising. I could see Leo rising. I could also see, yeah, I could see both of those.
I don't know enough about those.
You are you not a Leo rising?
I am, but I don't know. He doesn't give me that. I don't know.
I think just because how famous he is and like how he's confident to be who he is. He's confident, and that's a Leo thing.
What is Drake? What is Drake's rising?
Oh, I think Drake is a Leo rising too. But let me.
Okay, well then that makes sense. Maybe it's different for men, because.
Oh yeah. No, it's yeah. Any like Scorpio rising. Wait, what?
Drake is just Scorpio. Scorpio.
They don't know Drake shit. Whatever this is says that Drake is a Scorpio rising and a Leo sun opposite. Babes.
Okay.
Y'all,
yeah.
y'all are incorrect.
Interesting.
But anyways, okay, let's start talking about Jack. Let's get into Jack. Because I listened to this Voice album partially in preparation for this podcast episode and partially just to listen to it because he had caught my attention a little bit. And I want to preface this by saying this episode will be titled differently. It will not be titled Black People Love Jack Harlow. It will be titled Black Girls Love Jack Harlow. And you are speaking with two Black girls who don't explicitly love Jack Harlow, but are trying to understand, trying to understand. I am also releasing a YouTube video about Jack Harlow, which will be a more deep dive into why Black girls like Jack Harlow and that type of stuff. But just briefly here, I'm going to start off with my theories. Usually I'll do the theories around the end. I'm going to start off with my theory right quick. I think Black girls like Jack Harlow. Me and Tiffany talked about this a little bit because the bar is low for us, especially when it comes to rappers. Black male rappers generally, not everybody, but generally are pretty anti-Black women, particularly anti-dark-skinned Black women. There's a lot of misogynoir in the Black male rap space. Jack Harlow goes out of his way to make it clear that he appreciates his Black girl fans, and his lyrics do not disparage Black girls at all in any way. That is a lot more than can be said for a lot of Black male rappers that occupy the same space. So that's my theory. Tiffany, what you think?
No, I agree. I think he's not like family friendly, but he's definitely like Black girl safe. And I think even one of his concerts, didn't he do something for a Black woman that was like attacked? And
yes, he posted. A Black woman was like assaulted by two police officers outside of his concert, and he posted the video of the Black woman be assaulted. He posted the video of the two police officers, and he pretty much said, "I want these two motherfuckers fired immediately." One, and two, he said something along the lines of, I want this Black girl and all Black girls who are fans of me and come to my shows to understand that I want y'all safe, and I am so sorry that this happened. I said, wow, that is so much more than I've heard anybody else say. I was just
like, have I heard a Black man? Like, I'm trying to think, but I also feel like I don't go to a lot of Black male concerts. Like, I think we went to Day in Vegas together, and I know we saw like Lucky Day. I would love to see Giveon live. But I'm trying to think, like, I don't know, like that seems like something Usher would say, but I don't know if I've heard Usher say that. But just as far as rappers, I don't know. But I think, did I send you that tweet that was talking about how Drake got a lot of hate at first, and then yes. And so what I don't know. Wait, let me find the tweet.
Explain the tweet to him. Yeah,
I texted it to you. I'm like, where was it? Instagram?
It was text. Yeah.
It says, the Jack Harlow pushback is so interesting. Sorry, that was you.
No, it was me.
The Jack Harlow pushback is interesting. In 2010, when Drake was being set up as the next industry darling, my generation was like, while the kiddos shouted us down. 10 years later, that gen is pushing us against Harlow while the new kiddos shout. The game never changes. Maybe I was not looped in, but Drake was always like popular within the people that I knew. But also I am a Black woman. And what I will say is that they both have the Black female audience on lockdown. And I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody once said that like once Drake figured out that his target audience was Black women and that Black women are loyal to you and will support you, then he was like, I'm going with that. I'm sticking with that. And it's so true because even the biggest fandoms is usually like teenage girls. And obviously those teenage girls, we grow up into women and we're loyal, and so it's like we ride with you. And what's funny is my sister loves Drake, so I'm like, Drake hits all the ages, and I feel like Jack is tapping into that. Now, do I consider him a rapper? Here's the thing, question mark, asterisk. Am I a rap expert? No, but I was telling Sequoia this earlier. I was listening to the album and I thought it was fine. He's getting a lot of hate today. Or hate's a strong word. It's fair. He is getting a lot of hate.
Yeah, he getting dragged.
He is. And I think Pitchfork gave his album like a 2.8 rating.
2.9 rating. Peppa Pig got a 6.5 from Pitchfork. That's just what I want y'all to know.
That's because our girl knows excellence. But the thing is, if you listen to the album as a pop album, it's fine. But I do think if you're like, this is a rap album, that's where I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of where you messed up. And I think I told you that it gives, and listen, this is gonna come off shady. It gives Iggy Azalea, but like he's better than Iggy Azalea. But what I'm saying is, I don't consider Iggy a rapper like for real. You know what I mean? Like. And I feel like Jack is similar. I do think his music is better than hers. But it's very much like if you just listen to it as a pop album, it's fine.
Okay. See, maybe that's where I fucked up listening to it because I listened to it all the way through just like as, a rap album like coming out. I didn't have super high expectations, but I was like, okay, yeah, a rap album. And it was kind of just on in the background. I was cleaning my room. It was kind of just on in the background. And every now and again, a lyric would jump out at me that was just so egregiously ass that it would piss me off. And I would have to convince myself not to turn it off right there. But I made my way all the way through it. But I do have a couple lyrics that I pulled out that I want to tell y'all about that offended me. Okay.
I like the Dua Lipa song. I thought that was cute.
I don't remember it, but I do remember liking it. Kind of.
It's very summery. It's radio friendly for the most part. Like he's also not like I'm about to fuck slut. Like he's just that's just not his. You know what I mean? You know, obviously one of those words is not in my normal vocabulary. So that's it.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying. He's not like nasty. He's also not like really rapping about like deep things, which is why I'm like, this is a pop album. And Drake also, people don't want to say that Drake's a rapper. I think he kind of tiptoes that line too. Yep. Right. And so I think that's what's going on with Jack. But I do feel like Jack's is very, very more pop.
Okay. So here's my thing. Before I tell y'all the lyrics that stuck out to me and they pissed me off, here's my thing about Jack Harlow. It's not that Jack Harlow is a bad rapper, in my opinion. It is that Jack Harlow is inconsistent. Because when Jack first broke through with What's Poppin', the rap was good. Like that, the cadence, the flow on that was good. The cadence that he chose was good. And if you listen to the bars, there's some clever things in there. You're like, oh, okay. And then you have Tyler Hero that came out about, I guess, a basketball player. Is that who Tyler Hero is? I don't know. He has a song called Tyler Hero that came out. I really like that one. And there's bars on that shit. Like, for real. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, another one. And so as I'm hearing his singles drop, I'm like, okay, white boy can actually rap. Like, it's not just, the fact that he's white. It's that he makes some good songs. And then this album came out. I missed the last album because I guess it just wasn't as highly anticipated as this one. So it wasn't something that was in my purview that I was excited to listen to. This one was pretty highly anticipated. And so I listened to it. Only really having What's Poppin', Tyler Hero, and like the feature on Industry Baby and, like stuff like that.
It's a pivot. It's definitely a pivot from the first album.
And I was
It
like,
is.
what is this? I was like, the bars are bad. Like, the songs are not good. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I don't think he's a bad rapper. I think he's inconsistent. And it makes sense to me because as someone who has been writing my whole life, not writing songs, but I've written my whole life. It's hard to consistently write something new when you're young because you just don't have that much life experience to write about, you know? And so for Jack Harlow to have dropped 2 albums within like a year and a half time, both of them being like full length albums, and I think he's only 23 or maybe 24. He just doesn't have enough life experience to sustain that level of content creation. And so I think that's where the inconsistencies are coming. When he was first breaking through, it was like more hungry. Like it was like, I'm finally on this precipice. I work for this shit. Here's everything. Here's my fucking life's work type stuff. And now that that's over, it's like, well, now you have to maintain some momentum, and he can't really because he's a kid, you know?
I mean, they always say that it's the second album slump. Like that's how, you know, this isn't about Billy. And every episode of my podcast, I've been talking about this fucking album.
Young. Go for it.
Because it's like that first album it's either like your exact sound or it's what someone has built you up to be. And I did listen to some of Jack's first album and I liked the songs. I did. It was solid. And then Billy's first album, Chef's Kiss. You know, the second album, I really wanted to like it more.
And likewise. We're talking about Billy's album, by the way, but
Billy's
likewise,
album.
yes.
But I think that like sometimes after when your first album is such a critical like success, you get all this fame and stuff, and then your life is better, and the things that you used to sing about are not relevant to you anymore.
Great point.
It's like the things that you were talking about in your experiences, you don't have that anymore. And now it's, you know, it can be flashy stuff, but that's not really the stuff people want to hear about all the time. They want to hear about real things. And I'm really talking about Billy here right now. I can't remember the songs off of Jack's first album, but I do think that that's like fair with a lot of artists. Like their second album, their lifestyle has changed, and the things that they used to sing about aren't the same, and so they fall into this slump. Because even with like I think Dua Lipa's exceptional. I think she's the exception here because her first album, it felt more like personal and about love, and then the second one, Future Nostalgia, it's more of like an era, and there are life experiences wrapped into it, but it seems just more like a fun pop album built around the theme. Versus with like Billie, her first album was about like her, you know, like depression and like all this other stuff, and the second album is like Happier Than Ever, which she's not really, and it's like like you're trying to sing about experiences that like are different and aren't as relevant anymore. So
we can't relate to. Yeah.
And I'm just like, but also just quick question. What are Jack Harlow's fans called? Harlots?
So that's what I was going to say too. I've been seeing Harlow White go around the timeline. I'm like, that don't make no damn sense. Harlow White, what are y'all talking about? It's harlots. Obviously it's the harlots.
Yeah. Harlots, that makes right?
Yeah. entire sense. Yeah. I'm like, it has to be harlots. That's what y'all call now. That's what we decided. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all are the
agreed.
Harlots. Yes. But okay, let me tell y'all about these lyrics. Okay. I'll start by telling y'all my favorite Jack Harlow lyrics. Okay. First of all, my favorite Jack Harlow song is Tyler Hero, like I said. And my favorite lyric comes from that song. It says, my homeboy Tyler, he play in South Beach. He told me this summer he's gonna fix my jumper. I told Boy Wonder that we might got a thumper. I've been trying to pop, now I'm on like Shumpert. Thought the cadence was cool. I like the pauses that he takes. I like that this is like unusual words here. Jumper, thumper, Shumpert. I'm like, okay, this summer we're gonna fix my jumper, slant rhyme a little bit there. You know, like the actual, I'm like, that's creative. Boy Wonder, thumper. You know, I'm like, okay.
We'll give it to him.
This is good. Like, I like that. And that's like what I thought was typical Jack Harlow. Rap style, flows, whatever, that's good. It's a little bit intricate, just a little bit, nothing crazy, but just a little bit. And I like that one. I have another one that I pulled out from this album. It's called, I don't remember what song it's from, but he says, fully automatic with the jams, and they don't jam. A gun reference, automatic guns. The jams come like automatic to him, you know, the beats, the flow, it all comes automatic to him. And the gun does not jam. The flows don't jam. They always gonna come. Period. I was like, okay, I like that a little double entendre. I like that from you, Jack Harlow. Thank you.
No, you said it right. I was just gonna
Thank
plus
you.
one.
Exactly. She was trying to correct my French. Okay.
Okay.
And
fine.
I knew what I was doing. Thank you.
You know
But now
what?
let's
Whatever.
move over to my least favorite Jack Harlow lyrics. And of course, they're all from this album. And y'all already know the first one from that damn Glamour song, First Class. Pineapple juice, I give her sweet, sweet, sweet semen. Why would you say that? Go to hell. The worst lyric is egregious.
I also just want to time out. Like, yes, that's its own thing. Listen, and I don't want to say like young people because it makes me sound not young, but I know that we sampling is great. But y'all, can we be a little bit original? I mean, he sampled that. Chloe sampled Miss New Booty. I'm just like, what are we doing? Can we not be original now? Like, and I'm not knocking all the samples. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been long enough to be sampling Glamorous. Maybe it's just making me feel old. I don't know. But at the same time, I'm just like, okay.
Right. Because when Glamorous came out, we were probably
in middle school.
I was in middle school. Yeah, I was in middle school. I think I was, like early middle school. Yeah. So you have to remember, like, Jack Harlow, who's probably like 4 or 5 years younger than me, was in elementary school. So this is a song from his childhood. It's like explicit nostalgia for him in a way that it feels more recent to us because this is when we were coming into being real human beings, you know? And he still wasn't. So yeah, no, it makes me feel old too. That's what I'm saying. I get you. That shit doesn't.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. I'm just like, we're already sampling songs from like what?
From middle school? Like, please, girl, leave me alone, Jack. Miss Jacqueline, stop. Okay, an additional lyric. He said, "She think I'm cold. I seen her nipples. Seen them. She think I'm cold. I seen her nipples. Seen them." Are you in third grade? Like, sir, I can't understand. Sure.
He probably wrote that down.
There was more to that one. Sorry. I didn't want to just leave it at that.
So sorry.
I forgot. No, it's my fault. I forgot. I thought that was it. She think I'm cold. I seen her nipples. Seen them. I got a shot. It's off the dribble. Okay. That's it. That was it. I just didn't want to make it just a free floating lyric. Give it some context. It's just not good.
I said earlier that he's not nasty, and I still kind of stand by that because saying semen is not, it's just not regular vernacular. Like it's just, and that's also a word that you use in school. It's such a specific term.
Right.
It's not nasty. It's low-key weird.
It's disgusting. Like it's not nasty. It's actually just gross in a way where I'm not like, ooh, Jack. I'm like, why would you say some weirdo shit like that? You're weird.
It's not giving WAP. It's not giving WAP.
It's not giving wet ass pussy at all.
No, it's
in
not.
Any way. It was not. No, it didn't do what you thought it was going to do. Please,
assignment misunderstood. Assignment.
I can't believe whoever's in his camp listened to that lyric and said, yeah, listen to that song. It did not prevent him from telling him to go back and rewrite that shit. Why would y'all don't love him? Y'all don't love that boy.
Hey.
And then, oh my God, he has this this lyric from his song called Like a Blade of Grass. The lyric is, like a blade of grass wants sunlight, I just want that ass. Like a blade of grass wants sunlight, I just want that ass. Jacqueline, please.
I'm like, does he not get pussy? Like, I'm like,
that's what it's giving. That is absolutely what it is. Giving incel, involuntary celibate type bars.
Because I don't know people who use these words in regular everyday life. But, you know, we have been inside, so maybe it's me.
Right. Maybe the kids are doing that. Since he was born in 98, you know, maybe the kids are doing that. I don't know.
I'm just like, the last time I heard the word semen was definitely watching either SVU or some kind of anatomy documentary on Netflix. Like, right. Yeah, it's not an everyday word.
I can't quite understand.
Harlots, let us know. Are y'all using that word?
Harlots,
on the
please. And
regular?
also, Harlots,
Please.
I am so sorry for sitting here and just ripping apart your faith. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think that you're wrong for liking him. Again, Black women deserve to be treated well.
Yes.
And this is a safe space in rap music, similar to how Drake is a safe space for a lot of Black women in rap music. We don't listen to a Drake song. Go for it.
I have a question. Were you done with your lyrics?
Yes, the lyrics are done.
Okay. I have a question. Do you think, though, and this could be a reach, this really could be a reach. Do you think, though, he is one of the few rappers, I put rapper in air quotes, who has collabed with Lil Nas X and now he's getting cornified? And I know Drake is also in that cornified box too, but it's different. Do you think that has anything to do with it? Because I also, the way that he respects Black women, he's also one of the few rappers and like just male figures in a very misogynistic and homophobic space who comes to the aid of a very flamboyant, well, Lil Nas, he is flamboyant. He
is, yeah, I would say
gay
so.
Black man. And so I am like, y'all are so quick to call him corny, and I don't know. I'm like, does that have anything to do with it? Maybe I'm reaching.
That makes sense. No, I totally understand how you get there. I did not make that comparison, but hearing you explain it, I'm like, I mean, it tracks a little bit, it kind of tracks. Like, yeah, ain't nobody else worked with Lil Nas X. No other rappers, have they?
I don't think so, because he said mean Doja Cat, but like, and Megan, but and Miley, which are all women, but
the women,
and Cardi, but I don't think so. And I love what's that song called? Industry Baby. Yes, I love that song. That's what I was like. You did that, and he also was like, I love
that one.
Yes,
it's really good.
That's my part when he's like, leave a handprint. Like, I'm like, okay.
Send her back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her ass cheeks.
Right. Yes, that's my part. That's my part. But yeah, I think that's weird that he's one of the few people who supported Lil Nas X, and people are so quick to call him corny.
I also think it's so weird that Black women go up for him and people are so quick to call him corny yet also.
Same with Drake.
Like both of those,
Same with Drake. Yeah. Yep. And just fandoms.
100%. It low-key feels like the future Russell Wilson conversation a little bit, where men are like, Russell Wilson is so corny because he treats Sierra well. And it's like, oh no, you like Future, like, but they idolize a nigga like Future who is notoriously ass. And I just want to point out that emotional abuse is a thing, y'all. If someone is mistreating you so severely, it's giving emotional abuse. Y'all are idolizing this emotionally abusive man who has 72 baby mamas, who several of them have publicly had disputes with him. But y'all think Russell Wilson is corny because he treats women well. And that's how I feel about Drake and Jack Harlow. That y'all think that they're bad because women like them, because they make women feel safe.
Yep, I agree. And also, I just been thinking, because I got back on Hinge and I got right back off because I was like, it's so trash. But I was just thinking too, like, Twitter will make you believe that treating a Black woman, I mean women in general, but specifically Black women, treating a Black woman the way that she should be treated is corny. And then I just be like, so do y'all just want to be alone forever? And also, why are we praising people who mistreat? What is cool about that? And then I'm also just like, so y'all sit here and talk all this shit, and then y'all be like, well, nobody wants to date me. I'm not booed up. And it's just like, well, what do you expect? And it's
Who
not,
would want that?
Is being in love not cool? Like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, that's what I'm just trying to understand. So
100%. Like, men think, or, often, I don't want to say all men, but it gives that, like, men think that being vulnerable and being in love is like sucker shit or pussy shit, that you shouldn't do that, because I don't know what the problem is, but nigga, y'all gonna die alone, and that's not my problem. Have at it.
I saw a tweet that said something like more Black men are basically ending up alone later in life, and I can't remember it. I'll try to find it, but it's just very much like, yeah, because we're not about to fucking settle. Like, why would I do that? Like, I do that? I don't have to. I don't have to. Like, literally, I don't have to. So I think it's weird. I think it's really weird, and you should take women more seriously because we are very loyal, first off, and also them Drake checks, them I know they cleared. And that's us, baby. That's us, okay? Period.
So do you want us to make your career or not? It's really up to you.
Exactly.
Because you see what we did to Daniel Caesar's career. Right. You saw what we did to Daniel Caesar, right?
Where is Caesar
was
salad?
Yes Jules worth it, Danny?
What was she?
Was she? Right.
Because Lucky Day and Giveon slid right on in.
Huh? Right.
And really didn't miss you. And like low-key, Justin Bieber had to save you. And honestly, that didn't really work.
That feature,
it was
Daniel was not giving. It was not even. Daniel wasn't even. It was very unnecessary. Like, and I really like Freudian. Freudian is probably one of my favorite R&B albums of since Confessions, honestly. But like,
that's what happens.
Don't play with us.
He's not like fully canceled. Like he's still out here, but it's just he don't have the same hype. Like y'all can't tell me name besides the Speeches song, because I know he had another song. Didn't he just have? That's what I'm saying. I can't even keep up.
Like, I couldn't tell you. No idea.
I can't even. Yeah,
not the slightest idea. So yeah, black men who are saying that Jack Harlow was corny, and I also think he's corny, TBH. But I feel like it's for different reasons that we are thinking that he's corny.
Right.
I think he's corny because I'm listening to these lyrics like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? And I think y'all think he's corny because women like him.
Yeah,
which is a problem. But y'all might want to go ahead and figure it out because, again, we can make or break that shit. So stop playing with us.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if your girl, like, hasn't given you some in a while, maybe buy her some Jack Harlow tickets. That might be it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay. Maybe Jack Harlow will get you some pussy.
I'm just saying, his songs might not get him his own pussy, but, and that's another conversation.
He might not be getting no pussy. But you might off him if you act right. Okay.
I do have one more point. I do feel like he's a little thirsty. Like you named the song Dua Lipa. You were coming for Sweetie. I feel like I read somewhere else that he was also trying to get with somebody else. And I just want to be like, Jack, listen, my man, chill out. Okay. Just chill.
Wait, did you see Dua Lipa's response to the song? You saw the article where he was like, I played it for her ahead of time just so she wouldn't think it was weird when it dropped?
And she was just like, oh, I mean, it's your song. I guess it's okay, right?
She was like, it's not my vibe, but cool, I guess. That shit took me out. Oh my God, what a curve. And why would you tell a news source that she said that? You should have just put the damn song out. You got her blessing. You did not have to tell the news source that she fucking embarrassed you like that, because how embarrassing are you not embarrassed?
I'm going to tell you after this podcast is over who he reminds me of. I might have already told you, but I don't know.
I already know who you're going to say. You literally, I already know. I simply already know.
If he could rap, this is exactly what he'd be doing.
I simply already know. And I wouldn't deny that he may have tried to rap at some point. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised by that, TBH. But yeah, Jack Harlow, never mind.
I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. Just yeah.
I hope that there's also another thought that I have that's like, does Jack Harlow genuinely like black women, or is Jack Harlow following the Drake model because he understands that pandering to black women is the way to go about building a successful career, especially for longevity? And then the second part of that question is, does it matter? Like, is his impact more important than that intent? Is the impact that he is, propping up black women anyways and like treating black women well? Is that the important part, or is it the intent?
Yeah, I think he does like black women. I just think that the ones that he probably go after are a little bit out of his league. And so I think that's what it is. But if he doesn't, I mean, it does suck, but we see it every day. I don't know, but I would not be surprised if he marries like a light skinned or biracial black woman. I don't think it would be like, I don't think we're his type of black girl.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah.
And I have yet to see him like prop up an unambiguously like a monoracial black woman. We can also talk about that. Drake. We can exactly. We could also have a conversation about that. But I'm gonna let it rock. If y'all love Jack Harlow, if you like it, I love it. That's it. The album didn't do nothing for me. Yeah. There has been a couple songs that really have done something for me, but this album actually was kind of annoying me while it was on. But I'm happy that y'all have a safe space to land, and he has provided that for some Black women, for sure.
Yeah. Go off, harlots. Do your thing.
Do your thing, harlots. I'm not here to judge. I simply have thoughts about the man, but that's that on that. That's it.
Oh, one more question. You think he washes legs? That's the real question.
I do get wash legs from him.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
I think it's the Louisville, Kentucky. I think, you know what? I think not washing your legs is more of a coastal white thing. I feel like white people in the South are God, this sounds so fucking bad what I'm about to say. White people in the South come from a lineage of folks who were raised by Black women.
Yes.
Via slavery. So learned how to bathe from Black women via slavery, mammies, house slave type shit. And so I think that kind of passed down in that way. And I could be wrong. I'm not from the South, and I'm not white either.
Listen, I was gonna say there have been a plenty of time where one, my mom didn't really let me. I'm from the South, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I don't have an accent. This is my real voice. People have been accusing me that I have a country accent, and I'm just hiding that shit. No, which I did have somebody I went to school with do that actually. But anyways, that's beside the point. My mom didn't let me spend the night at a ton of people's house, but there has been times where I was like, "Oh, can I get a washcloth? What's a washcloth?"
Oh, for sure.
What do you mean? What's a washcloth? Yes. Some people have loofahs, like whatever, but you do need some kind of tool, I believe. Especially like if it's a bar of soap. I will let it slide maybe if it's body wash, maybe. But if it's a bar of soap and everybody putting that bar of soap on their body, we gotta have a talk.
Disgusting.
We gotta have a fucking talk.
Disgusting.
But yeah, I could see that. But most of the white people I know do use washcloths.
Okay. That's great. I'm trying to think. I mean, Tommy uses a loofah. That's my white roommate, y'all. She uses a loofah, so that's close enough. And she shaves her legs every day. So at a baseline, they're getting some, they're getting some exfoliation. The top layer of dirt getting knocked off them, and I'm fairly certain she washes her legs. But I think Jack Harlow does that. I think he does that.
I also feel like I know Drake has a drawer full of bonnets. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack had some bonnets. I wouldn't. Oh,
now this nigga Drake didn't pass down all the fuckboy mackery to Jack for sure. He got some hair ties in a container on his sink. He has a drawer full of bonnets. He has silk pillowcases.
Yep.
Cocoa
butter.
The regular. He has cocoa butter. Yep. He has some hair. He has some Shea Moisture hair care products, in the back. He got some lace glue. He has all the things necessary to maintain.
Glue.
He has some glue to hit that frontal one time for the one time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Drake is obviously taking him under his wing. Yes. We saw that first video of them together, which was so funny. And I think something else, he either commented on something, but I think Drake is basically making him his understudy.
For sure. No, Drake, I think people can see, there have been a lot of the rap guys that have come out and in support of Jack Harlow. He has 4 features from 4 legends on this album, which also crazy as fuck to me. This is white privilege. I don't know what to tell y'all. This is white privilege. You have a Lil Wayne feature on your second studio album, and I can only name 2 of your other songs. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have come out in support of Jack Harlow. So
yeah,
I don't think he's untalented. I think he's inconsistent. I think he's a safe space for Black women, and I think we deserve that. That's all.
Yeah. Or you know what? His fans also could be called Applejacks, since we were talking about cereals.
Wow.
So Applejacks, harlots,
Blackjacks.
Well, just for the black ones, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, the black ones, Blackjacks.
But the thing is, he can't call us that.
Let me tell you something, Jacqueline Harlow. If you ever come about your mouth to say Blackjacks,
he can't call us that. It's giving Hardy R.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, babe. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I already know the video gonna surface of that nigga saying nigga. I already know that video gonna surface somewhere.
It's probably him in Kentucky, you know, walking barefoot.
100%.
I know. 100%. Yeah, but I appreciate him. Just, you know, I think the music is fine. I think it's just a pop album. That's just my mentality. But yeah, if you do think of it as a rap album, I can see why you're disappointed.
Yeah, maybe I'll listen again with that ear. I'm not listening to it again. No, I just thought about it. I'm certainly not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. But anyways, y'all, this has been Black People Love Paramore. Thank you for coming back per usual. Tiffany, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on the gram and on Twitter at Tiffany_Sheri. And then I Can't Stress Pod on Twitter and Instagram. We love the consistency, same handles on all the things. But yeah, thank you for having me. I love that we had the same energy today, basically.
We coming.
Yeah. So
we coming with the t-shirts on. She got the Billie Eilish shirt. I got the My Chemical Romance shirt. If you want to find me, you can email me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com. You can tell me topics you think I should cover. You can send me hate mail. You can send me love mail. Y'all not gonna send me hate mail. I know that.
Nudes.
I love you guys.
Send her nudes.
Don't you can send me nudes. You can give me just no dick pics, please. I don't like that. But you know, if you got some nudes you want to drop, you know, feel free. I won't share them with nobody. If you want to DM me or follow us on the socials, you can follow us across all platforms at BPLP Pod. We do not have a TikTok, but I'm considering making one. Let me know if y'all have thoughts on that. And you know, I'm Sequoia, per usual. You can find me across all the social media platforms at Sequoia B. Holmes. If you have thoughts, feelings, and opinions like I do. And yeah, that's it. Talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.